Imagine you just stepped off the plane at Los Angeles International Airport. You get into a cab, and the cab driver asks you where you're going. You tell him where you're going, and after a few minutes, he just starts chatting with you. He asks you where you're from, he asks what you do, why you're coming to America, all these things. And as someone from Japan, you're like, whoa, why is this person asking me all these different questions? Why do they care so much? What you're experiencing in that moment is what's called small talk. Small talk in Western countries, especially in America, is a very crucial part of society. Small talk is something that helps break tension in awkward social situations. Americans hate silence. It makes it feel so awkward when one person is there, the other person is there, and they're not talking. Americans love to talk about their lives. They love to express their emotions and their opinions, and they want to make sure that the person that is with them in that situation is a safe person. In Asia, that's the complete opposite. Many people keep to themselves. Many people don't want to engage in small talk that's unnecessary. But in reality, it's something that can produce a lot of great opportunities for the people involved in it. But what happens is a lot of people get stuck in small talk and they don't know how to transition into bigger topics. So in today's video, I'm going to explain why small talk is so important and how you can transition from small talk to big talk. In America and other Western countries, people engage in small talk to reduce the tension, to reduce the awkwardness. But it's also culturally expected. Many people, when they go into interactions, the first thing they ask is, "Hello, how are you?" And then, they get into a small conversation from there. They can talk about the weather, they can talk about their favorite sports teams, they talk about maybe what they do for work in a very surface level way. These are all to break tension and to see if we have anything in common with the other person. It also signals friendliness. If you're engaged in small talk, that means that you're a friendly individual and that you don't mind having a nice chat with somebody. It's a safe interaction and it also buys time. So you might be talking about something that you both are interested in, and it gives you a little bit of time to think, okay, what question can I ask this person to deepen the conversation? These are all some of the reasons why people use small talk in conversations. A lot of things happen from small talk. People determine, okay, this person is safe, and they also see, okay, I have a lot of things in common, now I want to go into something deeper. This is like the testing zone to see, okay, can I talk about deeper topics with this person, or will this just end after this? But how do you transition from that small talk to a deeper topic? I'm going to give you some very basic scenarios and see how I can transition from small talk to big talk in each scenario. So imagine we're talking about the weather, and I want to transition to something that's my career passion. Oh, terrible weather today, right? Yeah, but I kind of like it though. It gives me an excuse to stay and work on my side projects. Oh, what kind of side projects? Well, I'm actually trying to write my first book. I've been working on it for a couple months now. See, this is a great transition into something that is more meaningful for the person other than the weather. They use the weather, the bad weather, to talk about how they're working indoors more on their book, which takes a lot of time and effort. The other person is clearly more interested in that than talking about the weather, so that led to the question of the project. The second example I want to talk about is maybe you're talking about plans that you have this year and you want to move into a deeper topic such as, let's say, life values. Oh, have any travel plans this year? Yeah, I'm actually thinking of taking a month off to travel to South America. That sounds amazing. What inspired you to do that? Well, I've realized that I've been working nonstop for the past 10 years, and I really value freedom and exploring new cultures. This talked about the person's travel plan at the beginning, but we got to the core of really their values, and what they value is freedom. If this is something that the other person resonates, then they can share stories about other times that they've experienced freedom. They also brought up that this person has been working for 10 years nonstop. That's an interesting topic that can lead to a whole different conversation. Maybe it's something that the other person would be interested in knowing more about and helping them with, or using their product, or maybe understanding. Maybe the person built a startup for the past 10 years and just recently exited. And you can learn more about that situation. Let's go from weekend plans to personal growth. Got any plans for the weekend? Not much. Just going to this workshop on mindfulness and stress reduction. Oh, interesting. What got you into mindfulness? Well, I started practicing a few years ago after burning out at my last job, so it really has been helping me a lot. So from this weekend plans, we learn a personal story about this person's history of their job and burning out and what they're doing to grow from that. If the other person resonates with that, they can ask about the mindfulness workshop and maybe they want to go or accompany with them. Maybe they can ask them about why they burnt out, what were they working on, or did they leave the company, and get into a deeper conversation about their work. The possibilities really are endless of how you can transition from one topic to the next. Some key tips on how to do this successfully is to listen for some cues. If people are talking about their hobbies, their emotions, values, and passions, these are things that they love to do. These are things that are deep within their core being. They do them often. So they're going to be more excited to talk about them. And if they do them often, then that means that they're probably really invested in them in terms of time and energy. You got to ask open-ended questions as follow-up questions to whenever a bigger topic is brought up. So you can ask things like, what got you interested into that? What did you enjoy most about it? These questions help ask deeper meaning to some of the actions that they've taken. And finally, share something about yourself. If you hear something from your counterpart that resonates with you and you have a personal story, share that, because you can model the vulnerability that you're looking for by sharing your own story. So I hope this helps you realize that small talk isn't just meaningless conversation. It serves several benefits that really show that you're a friendly person, somebody worth talking to, and it can actually open up a world of possibilities. People have closed deals with small talk. People have found life partners through small talk as well. And it can really lead to serendipitous interactions that we're all searching for when we meet somebody new.